Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Straight Betting. See, late looks. Looks like we got a couple, injury news happening in real time. No Jalen Brown, no Luke Cornett. If you tuned into the show early, JJ and I were pretty confident that Jalen Brown was going to sit, and we did fucking nothing about it. So Monday's already off to a great start. But yeah, we got some interesting news. And actually, the first piece of pretty interesting news that I want to take a little look at, let me quick get this screen share going on. But I see that Kyle Filipowski is starting at the center position, and I know that seems super irrelevant and stuff. But look, man, that dude's kind of a matchup nightmare at the 5, and he's getting guarded by Nurkic and Mark Williams. I think that's a pretty good matchup, and I know we looked at some Filipowski stuff earlier in the day, and thought that it was a pretty good look. And yeah, I think that might be the first official play. Oh, geez. We got some off-market shit going on here. FanDuel has a very good price at 25.5. Then you get down to the Bet365s of the world. And it's not exactly looking too great. So, well, what's his assist been in these games? No, nothing crazy. Even his threes, pick and pop game will be wide open, getting guarded by a center. So I think that some Filipowski stuff is definitely some solid looks. And look, I'm probably gonna give this a rip at FanDuel right now. Got a -122 going on. Let's make that an official play. And to my Bet365 folks, or the international people, I don't know what I would play here, to be honest with you. Let's see, 16.5, and then we're up to 17.5 there. And Flip's been hooping. Oh wow. Okay, and we just moved on FanDuel to 26.5. So interesting. Yeah, maybe PRA might be the move. But yeah, Flip's been hooping. Let's see. It's been the last 5 games. That was when he was at the 4-2 against Denver. Did have 5 potential assists. Yeah, his potentials have been pretty good for the most part as well. So definitely is a tad interesting. You got a nice number at DraftKings too. 29.5 PRA. Probably give that a go, eh? But yeah, Filipowski definitely. Look at that DraftKings line. That's a beaut. It's a gem. Now he's playing the Hornets. Gotta love to see that. See some of the comments. What's up, Alex? How we doing? Tyrell, how we doing? Strange, how we doing? Yeah, guys. So Filipowski, I think I'm actually gonna let rip officially. Let's see, 120 for over 29.5 PRA. He's just been doing good, man. He's been doing some good things. I think that this is a pretty soft matchup with the Hornets. Why am I second guessing it now? Played 34 minutes there. All these have been in very easy matchups. But this is another easy matchup. Okay, I'm second guessing it now for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's because I already have a bet on Jordan Poole, and I don't really want to get screwed over on 2 props. Oh, guys, this is someone who is very interesting in my opinion. Jarris Walker. I think Jarris Walker will get some pretty good run here today. Jarris Walker, he was kind of screwing me over last game because he was playing a shit ton over Neesmith. And yeah, you see that? 10 first half minutes yesterday. I'd say that this game has a decently high blowout probability, to be honest with you. And now there's no Miles Turner. So increased chances of going small, I say, are definitely higher. Look, man, I think that Jarris, a good minute projection for him is probably, 21 or so, 22. It's like 18 to 24 minutes. And yeah, his PRA is looking pretty good. 14.5. Pele Larson. Oh, I was looking at Pele too. I'll look at him next real quick. Look, I think that Jarris Walker is a pretty good look, though, to be honest. I mean, spot up is 44% of his points. That is the number 1 play type. that the Kings are allowing because they pretty much blitz or playing at they blitz like the most in the league. So yeah, I think that Jarris is pretty damn interesting here. You got a 12.5 PRA line at some books. DraftKings Bet Online 365. Like I said, man, I'm gonna pencil him in for I'm gonna pencil him in for 21 minutes, and then let me just quick crunch a few numbers because I need to do this. Let's do it in games of 10 plus minutes, just because let's take away like those other games. It's tough for him to like find a rhythm and stuff. Okay, so in games of 10 plus minutes, he is averaging 12.9 PRA, and like I said, I want to bump it up to 21. So 21 divided by 19.8 times 12.9. 13.6, definitely a good matchup. I'd probably have this line at 14.5, maybe. So yeah, let's rock with Jarris Walker. That's your first official play. Minutes were definitely looking good. Without Mathurin last game, and that was against OKC, right? I mean, that's a big game for Indiana. They're at home. The spread's only 3.5 for whatever reason. I think that. Oh, guys, Sabonis. Oh, that's another interesting one too. Wonder what he's at now. 31.5. Oh yeah. Okay. Sabonis is probably a pretty good look. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Jarris Walker. Definitely a great matchup for Jarris Walker here. Over 12.5 PRA. And I think that he's gonna get some pretty good minutes here. So let's go to Jarris Walker over. Okay. Jarris Walker over 12.5 points. Oh, PRA. Yeah, not just points. Okay, cool. Let me quick send that in. Just played that at DraftKings for -110. Good old DraftKings. Love using the DK account. But let's see. I'm gonna send that into 2 channels. So I apologize, guys. Let's see. Yeah, Pratham, I'm definitely gonna take a look at Pelle Larson. I think that he's actually in a really good. I mean, he definitely is in a really good spot. Versus the Wizards. Okay. Sorry guys, I apologize. I hate when I'm doing this shit by myself and there ain't no one to yap with me when I'm typing and sending in plays. But yeah, if you just joined, which I'm guessing you probably just didn't, but yep, just locked in unofficial play. Jarris Walker over 12.5 PRA. Without Miles Turner, I think there's a good chance of them going small. He played about 10 first half minutes last game. No Benedict Mathurin. I think that the Kings are just a bad team, but I have Jarris at 21 minutes. So okay, and let's send that into the other Discord. And then I will move on. PRA. Okay, cool. Pelle, yep, dude is fire if he gets minutes. PRA, I'm targeting. Yeah, Pelle Larson's good. There's also no Davion Mitchell, which I think that might actually impact Slow-Mo a little bit off the bench for his dimes. Oh, and yeah, definitely did because this is at 2.5 earlier. Yeah, let's quick go to this game. Like I said, I'm on pool overs. Looks like that moved a little bit. Hopefully that can come through for us. Yeah, Pelle Larson, I think he was at 8.5 in the morning, and now he's at, so his lines did move a tad. What's his PA at? 11.5, but it's only at about 365. Yeah, I mean, I really like Pelle Larson here. He's a good player. Jaime Jaquez is like out of the rotation completely. I wonder if he gets a shot again just because they're against the Wizards. But yeah, I know I'm in agreement. I wish it didn't bump a point and a PRA, but no, yeah. If you're gonna want to rip Pelle Larson, I'm game with that for sure. Okay, do we have anything? Daniel Gafford. So is Derek Lively? Okay, Derek Lively is out, but Gafford is in. Anthony Davis, 25 to 28 minutes. Gafford, 15 to 20 minutes. interesting. The Nets stink, so yeah, you don't really got to play him all that much. Let's go over to here. There's no Ben Simmons, so maybe that can open up some, bench minis. I wonder if they go with Drew Eubanks or not. But terrible matchup for these like spot up guys, especially like the Derek Jones, the Bogies. I mean, terrible matchup for them. Don't really have any big time thoughts here. I just kind of want to see like what the lines are looking like. I wish I was more in tuned with some of these shitty teams, but I'm not, unfortunately, because there definitely is some value with the shitters. But yeah, let's go to Boston, Memphis. So no Jaylen Brown, pretty important. I wonder what Jason Tatum bumped up to 30, and his threes still stayed the same. I mean, this is pretty interesting, guys. I believe Memphis has been really, really bad at defending the above or pull up threes and stuff. And Memphis, yeah, been giving up a fair bit of pull up threes. I think we could let's just go to like team. Oh, damn it. Let's see. History reopened, last closed tab. Okay. Yeah, I want to see the above the break threes for. Yeah, Memphis has been giving up a ton. Given up a ton all year, to be honest with you. Pick and roll handler. Look at isolation step back threes are unguardable, so I'm not really caring too much about that. And plus 124 at DraftKings. What the hell is going on there? Yeah, let's go. You went 15.5. Yeah, I like Pele. Yeah, let me quick look at Jason Tatum. I think, I was already looking at it before, and this is a pretty small sample with KP, but I mean 11 3-pointers attempted, right? On the year, obviously a lot of these were without Kristaps, but 12. So you should probably pencil Tatum in for 11 to 12. Maybe let's just do like 10 to 13 3-pointers attempted because it's a good matchup too. And somehow this dude doesn't hit 4 all that often when he shoots this much. But no, in all seriousness, man, I mean, Tatum's going to be chucking shit up. I believe Memphis has been giving up, pretty much a lot of stuff except for at the rim stuff, which is, not the way you want to play Boston. But I guess we could maybe wait. Do we have starting lineups here? We do not. Okay. And Luke Cornett being out is sneaky important as well. Maybe they might roll with Nemias Queta, but yeah, I mean, it just makes it tough for Edie to play without Cornett. That's kind of my thoughts too. Is that, I mean, how is Zach Edey gonna stay on the court here? Honestly, against like this spacing, like look at this top. Look at this top of the rotation. Now we got Tatum, Porzingis, Derek White, Drew, Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, Sandhauser. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Edey to stay on the court here. So I kind of am interested in fading Edey here potentially, and then maybe in correlation with that, you could sell yourself on Santi Aldama minutes because you're gonna need someone with length to play. And Santi played 26 minutes and not make a shot, unfortunately. Played against Boston, 9 points. What are those rebounds at? 6.5, 5.5. I kind of want to check out Santi because okay, what is his minutes? He just gets 5 rebounds every fucking game, I guess. But like we got no Brandon Clark. They're gonna have to play someone with length, man. And maybe it's J Huff, but he can't really move much either. Yeah, first game with that 26. I'm gonna probably have Santi at 28 minutes, so we can maybe do like a 24 to 32 minute filter for Santi. And then the hit rates are starting to look pretty good, especially with points, man. I mean, holy crap. I will say, man, it's just like it's not a good matchup for Santi with like how they defend to score the rock at least. But rebounds, yeah, that does not look great. But 5.5. You could definitely sell me on some Santi stuff here for sure. Let's see, he's averaging 6.5 rebounds on 25 minutes. Yeah, Santi Aldama stuff is definitely interesting. I think he'll for sure be pretty needed here. And sorry guys, this Discord's kind of going off. Okay, we can move on to the next one. Chicago OKC. I believe we Hardenstein was at shoot around. Guess there's not really much to say with this. Probably wait a little bit. I think Giddy's gonna play, which makes sense. I'd be really surprised if Giddy didn't play. Problem said Kobe White unders, and sorry, I'm just getting to this, but yeah, I mean 100%. This makes perfect time to sell for sure. OKC's best in transition, pick and roll handler. I will say they really have been, they've kind of actually been giving up pull ups recently, which is a little bit concerning. But yeah, I guess that's the only thing I really have on that. Yeah, Giddy unders. I like Giddy I do like Giddy unders. I know like the square thing is like, oh, but he's in OKC and stuff. It looks like a lot of people have been playing Giddy unders though, because he um I think his line was at like 18 and a half at least, and now it's 16 and a half. So it looks like a lot of people are on board with you there. And Giddy's PRA, holy crap, yeah. I mean, that shit was at 35 and a half. Someone must have got some significant money on Giddy unders because, yeah, 32 and a half now. I mean, if you're just like squaring it up, right? You're getting the 32 and a half line. This dude's been averaging 40.9 over a 14 game sample size. But yeah, it's Giddy. I don't know how Giddy's really. To be honest, I don't know how Giddy's been doing so good in the first place because I think he's a fine player, but like this is ridiculous numbers, and I just don't see it. I guess I don't watch. Maybe I'm sleeping on Giddy, and I haven't been watching enough Bulls. But yeah, okay. Anthony Davis's line also, I believe, opened at 24 and a half, and now it's down to 20 and a half. So I have no clue what is going on here with that. But love my boy Giddy, OKC fan, but I have to fade him at that line. Yeah, no, that's definitely a good look. Okay. Is Twitter down or I don't know if my Twitter's down, but something's being weird. Yeah, my Twitter's being janky. Okay. You like PJ in this game? Yeah, against Brooklyn, I do too. I just wonder how much he's gonna play. Honestly, I just this game reeks of like a nasty, nasty blowout in my opinion. You got Drew Timmy props. Drew Timmy, he's been hooping. I'm not gonna lie. Drew Timmy's a pretty good scorer. See, we got some Jalen Green points and assists coming in. And yeah, I mean, Lakers, JJ Redick's like pretty tactical with his coaching. I do wonder how they defend here against Houston, but 25 and a half PA. Like I really don't have a crazy read on this game, but he's been good. He's definitely been good. I think this is kind of like with everyone active. Steven Adams, guys, Steven Adams is probably a pretty good buy low, honestly. I wonder what his PRA line's at, but I mean they were just dogging the Suns and had no reason to play him big minutes. Now you're getting an 11 and a half line. I might have to go back to the well a little bit here. I guess so. Yeah, I mean he only played 12 minutes. They won by 39. It was a back to back. It was very obvious that. Oh, is Dylan ejected? Uh, Dylan's ejected. Okay, or suspended. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, minutes are going to go to someone else, and Jabari Smith is a tad interesting. I will say. Wait, how do you know Dylan's not playing? He just lines up at FanDuel. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if the Lakers are going to blitz. I mean, they have been blitzing for sure. I mean, you don't want to give Fred VanVleet like walk in or walk up, pull up threes and stuff. I guess they already played this year. This was a pretty long time ago. Let's see what Jalen Green did. Um, Jalen Green had a really good game, so it looks like they're kind of cool with him beating them to begin with. They did lose the game though, I will say. So that's always, somewhat of a red flag, I guess. I think he got too many texts. Dude, to be honest, I don't think he'd be listed at every single book though if he was like not going to play. So I would say be careful with that. But yeah, let me quick check some. So Steven Adams is actually very interesting to me because he's literally been playing like very, very, very good minutes. I will say Lakers have been pretty good at keeping teams off the offensive boards. Um, that's kind of what you want to look at with Steve-O, right? It's like he's really basically all of his production is going to come when when it's like from like offensive boards and stuff. Like I can guarantee you, if you click on Steven Adams like stuff, put back is 34% of his points. And I guess the Lakers have been pretty poor on the year on that, but obviously, well, then they lost Davis, so you would think that they would be a little bit worse. Lakers have scoring threats, and I could maybe see Steve-O being like the two big lineup not working against that, but yeah, I'm not so sure, but Steven Adams is interesting because if you guys look at his PRA, so yeah, he played shit minutes against the Suns, but like I said, man, I mean they were just up by so much, and it was back. Steven usually doesn't play back to back, so I'm sure they wanted to save him so he could play 25 minutes a game before, 22 minutes a game before, 21, 23, 22, then 11, then 23, and that's all been like with Alpi too. Like they've been sharing the floor a ton. So yeah, he's kind of showing, and even Fliff's got a really good line there. But yeah, so I just wanted to yap for a little bit. 80 under rebounds and assists. We can go to Brooklyn versus Dallas. 12 and a half. I think that was another big CLV one. I'd probably keep assists out of it. And it looks like his rebounds are kind of dropping just because look, Brooklyn's just a good, secondary assist. Not secondary, but like they just like double a ton on stars and stuff. So I'd probably keep assists out of it. But yeah, if you can get like this, not like this builder line is probably a really good look for under 9.5 rebounds. So yeah, I definitely like that. Yeah, Gafford's on a 20-minute restriction, so his points are at 7.5. I wonder if Gafford's gonna start or not. Because I actually might bet Gafford's over if he isn't starting, weirdly enough, because I mean, if he's going up against like if his minutes are gonna align with Drew Timmy and shit, like I feel like I have to play that. And even like Claxton, dude, like Claxton's not a good defender, but Najee under rebounds and assists, 7.5. You like, let's see, I don't know, what do you have him for minutes? Because he played 27 there. I guess without Luka and Kyrie, they're just like it's tough to project this shit. I guess we can go off of like last game. And then yeah, he only played because that was without PJ, with A Davis, with PJ. So Anthony Davis got hurt in this game. Kyrie played. I guess it was like the Nets game where he played 20. So he played 27 minutes in each game. Let's go. Let's give him 24 to 30. Yeah, 24 to 30. And yeah, let's see, without Luka. Yeah, I'd probably lean under here with you for sure. Probably not going to play a ton of minutes. Any thoughts on Luka tonight? Yeah, he's interesting. So, I mean, the Rockets give up a ton of pull ups. They'd kind of like to defend one on one. Obviously, like you look at pick and roll handler isolation. I mean, that just screams like a big Luka game, right? So, I mean, his line is at 28.5, which I think you can almost throw out those first couple of games, with the Lakers because he was just like playing awful. But since then, he's been absolutely crushing. One miss was on a back-to-back against the Bulls. So yeah, I definitely think Luka's in for a pretty good spot here. I will say, Jackson Hayes, I kind of think he has to play here. I totally get that. You could argue it's a tough matchup, but um, look, I mean, his rebounds now are at plus money. Like we're getting kind of egregious here. What's his points and rebounds at? 11.5. I was maybe hoping for a 10.5, but Jackson Hayes is pretty interesting because even like pick and roll, man, I think that they're fine cuts. Like they really limit the threes, or they try to limit the threes. If you look at like the Rockets chart, But man, you'd think that he has to play like against Sengun. Like you can't just like roll small ball against against this Houston team that just is like that plays big as hell. And I mean, they played 6 minutes against him, but that was with Davis and stuff. So yeah, let's see like a team that you. I mean, Memphis they do have Jaren, but played good against the Bulls. Against like Denver, I think that was without Jokic though. This one is he only had 25 minutes in that game versus Jokic. I don't know, man. It feels like a spot where they need they need Jackson Hayes' size here, especially with since they've been running the Steven Adams lineups too. Not saying that like he's really gonna do much in those minutes, but PJ on the court. Oh, okay, maybe I was missing PJ. Yeah, um, Luca point. PJ on the court and 20. Uh, yeah, I don't know how much of a difference like PJ makes though, to be honest. With 25 to 32. Um, yeah, that looks pretty good. Like I said, I just don't know how much of it. Like these games are like so random, right? It's like yeah, PJ, but I mean, it's like I guess Luca didn't play in a lot of them. But yeah, a lot of these are just like kind of random. It's like Dallas stuff is like hard to just blindly test a hit rate with right now because this team is just so much different. Like rotations are all over the place and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. Um, okay, have we got any other news here? We got Celtics will start. Oh, okay, that's strange. Holiday, White, Tatum, Tillman, Porzingis. Is Al Horford out, or why the hell is Al Horford not starting? That's actually good for Zach Edey, to be honest. Because okay, I retract my statement on Zach Edey like completely. Xavier Tillman, he's gonna guard him and be able to gobble defensive rebounds because he's just probably not gonna guard him. So actually, Xavier Tillman, guys, is semi interesting because he used to be a Grizzly too. So maybe they're I don't know, maybe they're doing some shit like that. But Tillman to hit a three is pretty interesting because I mean I don't know how many minutes I have him for exactly. Al Horford is playing, but I'd probably have him for I don't know 16 or something. But like he's gonna be left pretty wide open in those minutes. So, and yeah, that actually makes me like Edie a lot more too, because he's probably just going to take Tillman, leave him wide open, and be under the basket for rebounds. So 7.5 at FanDuel. He is starting, and he played good minutes there. And yeah, against the Lakers, and that's like a team that you think it would be hard for him to stay on the court too. Just, I guess maybe not with Jackson Hayes, but um, yeah, no, Xavier Tillman's probably going to actually be pretty good offensively. Like weirdly enough, I wonder what his PA is 5.5. Like he's going to have to, um, like he's going to get guarded by Edie. He's going to touch the ball by default sometimes. So I'm going to wait for this to pop up a little bit. And yeah, yeah, dude, that 5.5 line was fucking good. So let's see this live. Austin Reeves and Jalen Green over points. I do like Austin Reeves. I will say that. I think, well, Austin Reeves scares me a little bit just because, look, I wonder if Amon Thompson guards him. I probably wouldn't like put Amon on Reeves, but if he doesn't get Amon Thompson, I think it's a pretty damn good spot for Reeves because I mean, they're gonna have he probably gets Fred VanVleet. He probably gets a Fred VanVleet matchup. You got uh Fred VanVleet in the starting lineup who plays like 38 minutes a game. You got uh, LeBron will take Dylan Brooks will take LeBron, or even maybe Jalen Green. But yeah, Reeves probably gets Jalen Green or Fred VanVleet because Lakers start Reeves and then the Rui and Hayes. So yeah, or maybe Rui Amo even. I don't know. Reeves is gonna have a plus matchup um scheme wise and individual defender wise, because yeah, especially just given, 'cause he's gonna get Fred VanVleet or uh what's his face? Fred VanVleet or Jalen Green. So what is Reeves at for his points? 20.5. He's been crushing, dude. J-Man, I actually really like that the more I think about it with Luka and LeBron. And then he had games where he got suspended, or not suspended, ejected and hurt. So let's go like 30 plus minutes. Should get a pretty close game here. Yeah, he's averaging 21. Yeah, J-Man, the more I think about it, I think that Reeves is actually in a pretty damn good spot. Pick and roll handler, same with him. So yeah, could definitely make a little bit of sense there. Okay, Xavier Tillman, guys. I'm gonna keep on going back to this. I really do like Xavier Tillman. And Al Horford's still gonna play. Like, I don't know why the hell his line just dropped so much. Acting like Al Horford just not gonna. That was rebounds. So his line didn't really drop. But yeah, Xavier Tillman, people, he's gonna be left wide open. What's his rebounds at? 3.5. Probably keep that out. But yeah, I want to quick actually do a little number thing on Tillman, because like I said, he's gonna get guarded by Zach Edey and he'll shoot the ball. So he'll probably be like a screener a lot. So like for like pick and pop looks. But yeah, okay. What am I doing? So where's his minutes per game? 7.1, 0.9 3-pointers attempted, getting guarded by Zach Edey. So let's do like 16 minutes divided by 7.1 times 0.9. Yeah, get some like 2 attempts per the minutes I have him at, but then it's like Edey matchup, bump it up. So I might really like play some Xavier Tillman stuff here, peeps. I don't know for sure, but I mean PA should probably be at 4.5. But yeah, just waiting for it to pop up at a few more books. I like Reeves under threes. I mean, Houston he won't get the catch and shoot looks, that's for sure. Like I mean, maybe he will, because you kind of have to blitz Luka. You can't just like play him and drop. I don't know. I mean, yeah, 2.5 does seem a little bit high against Houston. But okay, let's do like those filters, 30 plus. Yeah, no, I don't hate it. I get where you're coming from against Houston. So Amen Thompson will be left wide open. He might get guarded. Honestly, I bet that Amen Thompson gets guarded by Jackson Hayes, and Rui or LeBron takes Sengun, one of the two. So Amen Thompson, he's gonna be wide open. Do you trust him to hit a three? I personally do not whatsoever. But they're gonna do the roaming thing. So maybe Amen makes himself useful with assists. When you're getting guarded by a center, it's like, okay, I don't know, you're kind of just forced to make things happen. But they also have like Steven Adams. Like I said, we already talked about this, and it's kind of like they're gonna do like the Josh Hart thing almost. So yeah, Amen might be someone I circle back to. I am a little bit nervous to play his rebounds, just because I mean he's been so good though. Like, this line is ridiculously low. I know someone asked about Amen rebounds and assists, and the more I think about it, I think it kind of makes sense. So I mean, he's just been crushing, like absolutely crushing. They are at full strength though, but Rockets between, yeah, for sure, agreed. And it's like, and he'll get the easy, individual assignment like the Van Vliet or the Jalen Green. So yeah, Amen Thompson's probably a pretty good look for this stuff, but and they've been so bad. Lakers have been so bad, like in transition. Amen could wreak havoc in transition too. I think the Lakers have literally been the worst transition defense. Yeah, they've been the worst transition defense over the last 10 games, allowing the most fast break points. I mean, that just like screams Amen. He's gonna get guarded by a center. I could see Amen having a pretty good game, but also I do wonder if like benching Amen kind of makes sense if he's being if he's clogging up the offense. because he definitely could, and like they have people to go with over him. To be honest with you, with Tari off the bench, you can go too big with Steven Adams if that's working. You could go, Jabari Smith who can actually shoot. So definitely interesting. Have the Lakers been giving up the corner threes? Lakers, no, that's a Cavs, Thunder, Sixers, Hawks, Nugs. But yeah, Amen makes sense. I just wonder. Yeah, you played 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Yeah. Oh yeah, good show. Damn. Yeah, that assist play was sharp with like how many catch and shoot threes Houston allows. I was thinking about that for a second, but that was definitely a good call on Thompson there. Okay, what about Xavier Tillman? Because I think this game's going to start pretty soon. Is Bet365 really only going to be the book to list him? I think they are, man. So that stinks. But because I wanted to make this official, I'm probably actually going to play Tillman. I might even go PA at plus money. Maybe threes though, because like I said, he's going to get guarded by Zach. I wonder, honestly, Zach Edey, does he have a first quarter rebound line? He does 1.5 with ridiculous juice, but he really should grab 2 first quarter rebounds. What was the rotation? Um, quarter 1 minutes, 6, 1. So yeah, he's starting. He should play like 5 or 6, I would think. 5 to 6. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you do a little math, bro. This should probably hit pretty easily. Quarter 1 points. Yeah, wish it wasn't minus 180, but I mean, you do the implied probability on a 77.4% and pencil in a good matchup where, he has someone to just roam off of. I think that could make sense. Um, yeah, Tillman, quarter 1 points. Bet365 just posts everything. Okay, guys, I'm gonna think about that for a little bit, but let me see if there's any other news. I don't think so. Let me quick refresh this. Okay, yep, no, nothing. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this show. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. If you guys do appreciate this content or enjoy this content, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, official play I made, which already started, but I played Jarris Walker PRA over 12.5. You could maybe bet it live. You probably could bet it live because I don't know. Obviously I have not been watching the game, but I know you can probably get the same number if you hadn't played yet, right? So yeah, but guys, if you do have Bet365, I will be playing Xavier Tillman stuff personally. And actually, let me quick just like log in and do a little something here. Bet365. I actually might make a quick parlay on Bet365 with you, to be honest with you. Am I logged? Okay, I'm not logged in. I'm gonna quick craft something up. Zach Edey, I'm gonna put his first quarter rebounds in it because I really like that. But okay. Memphis Grizzlies here. Player props. Okay, so first of all, I'm probably gonna play Tillman threes. I wonder. Let's go to like these milestones. I might make like threes made 2+. Okay, and then Zach Edey. I kind of like this. Xavier Tillman to hit 2 threes. Zach Edey to grab 2 rebounds in the first quarter. I'll sprinkle on it. $25. Yeah, I really like this. Let's put $25 on it. Sweet. Yeah, I really like that, man. If anyone wants a tail, let me know. I think Xavier Tillman's going to be left pretty wide open. I'm going to take his threes too. But I'm going to wait to see if I can like send it out officially and stuff. But yeah, like that little 2-legger. I think that Zach Edey, he's going to guard Tillman and be pretty open. But then Tillman also getting guarded by him is going to, allow him to really, just hit threes and be wide open. So yeah, cool. Obi Toppin. I took Jarris Walker, but I definitely understand Obi Toppin. I think that was a good look as well. Okay, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Like I said, like, sub if you enjoy this content, and we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow. morning with JJ. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.